Well, good morning, everyone. We're coming to you a little bit early today. Why are we coming to you early today? I've got some stuff this afternoon I need to get done. I've got some people coming into town here as well. So basically, we're coming to you to do kind of a micro version of the show to at least give you the Sunday show. We're still slowly but surely pushing forward on the petition. The petition in and of itself is doing quite well. The petition right now is sitting at, I believe, 200 some odd signatures. Great start. Let's keep pushing and sharing it to everyone around the world. Sadly, we didn't manage to have our meeting with Cannabis Lifestyle Television yet, but we will be having that meeting coming up. They had a bit of a small emergency that they had to deal with, so we will get that happening in the next couple of days. Coming to you starting sort of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're going to be doing some more chores, gearing up to actually flower now. It's looking really good in there. The one thing I will say is with how hard I've been jakesing the plants, we've got a little bit of hooking. They're a little bit stressed. I won't lie to you, I've been hitting them really hard. But we're trusting in the genetic. We're trusting in the ability of that Hindu Kush to hold itself up. Let's get into here and say hi to everybody. All right, there's the chat. Hello, Wild Bill. Hello, Down South Grower. What's happening, Arion, my friend? How you doing? Arion. What's up, Teardrop? New viewer, welcome to the show. I hope you're doing well. Native Nugs, good to see you. How you doing? What's up, Kev T? What's up, Self-Made Buds? What's up, J Rock Cultivation? How you doing? What's up? I'm on a probation. How you doing, my friend? All right. What's up, Ganjanani, your mama? What's up, Brother Dirk? We're doing well. So like I said here, let's share the link to that petition. If any of you have not signed this petition yet, please go give it a read, give it a check. This is sort of step one in all of us trying to really sort of stand up towards the censorship that's been going on, targeting cannabis-based channels on both Facebook, YouTube, all major social media platforms. At the end of the day, it's astonishing to me how we can have channels, you know, where, like, look at a lot of the new age rap music. Not, you know, hell, a lot of the old school stuff that I listen to too. But I mean, you know, talking about selling crack and raping people and this or that and blah blah blah, and they are completely monetized and left alone. And then you get a couple of people with some plants coming along, and then you know, we get hammered down. So check out that. There's a little blurb there you can read about it. We are slowly but surely moving things forward. I want to do a big shout out to the High as Fuck Happy Hour. I did a co-show with them yesterday. That one streamed on Facebook. There was a bit of a snafu in that I didn't want to overwhelm their stream, so I turned the gain way down. Turns out you could barely hear me for most of the show, which sucks. But hey, it is what it is. No, so Aaron, we're doing the show now. I've got stuff to do this afternoon, so I will not be able to join you at our normal program time. All right, let's get back to reading and say hi to people. What's up, Keith and Chief? Good to see you. What's up, Triple B's Farms? Good to see you. What's up, David Fraser from Kilmarnock? Kilmarnock. Is that how you say it? Kilmarnock. I like the name. Sounds fun. All right. What's up? I think I've said hi to everyone. Okay, perfect. But yeah, so starting tomorrow, we're going to kind of get in there. Some chores that have to be done into the flowering room. I've got these little hooks now. So rather than taping up my cables, I'm going to go through and actually install hooks to hold all of our power cables. I'm going to reorganize a few things, rerun a few of the extension cords so we can run them off our new dedicated breakers. We've got 80 amps dedicated to that room. Each 20 amp breaker is wired directly into a high voltage outlet. Remember, when doing things like this, if you're going to be pulling a large load on a 20 amp breaker, okay, from a high voltage ability socket, as it were, the cables that are standard power extension cables will get a bit hot, okay? So you got to use a slightly higher end thing. Oh, it's Scotland, is it, David Fraser? Oh, I apologize. Let's say it again then. Kilmarnock, Scotland. I love it. Beautiful. But yeah. Oh, sorry, Red Claws. What's up, Red Claws? How you doing, baby? So that's one of the things we're going to be going through and doing there. In terms of the threat action that we've been facing, they're looking a lot better. It's come together. You know, the jakesing has been working, but it has been also fairly frustrating. The real trick to dealing with thrips or any form of bugs is it is a war of attrition. You need to get in there and hit them every day, especially when using a product like Jake's. Jake's is wonderful. It works. It does what it does. But it is all natural as well, which is great. But remembering the hashing sort of cycle and window of thrips and other bugs like that and staying on top of them with the daily application of Jake's is important. As I was sharing, I've been hitting it fairly hard. So the plant is a little stressed out. The plant is a little stressed out, but that's okay. When they're in lights out right now, I just went in and sprayed, so they're having some time in the dark. And then I'm going to go in and I am going to give them a nice big feed later this evening. I'm just reading your message, that freaking guy from Hamilton. Yeah, right? And I mean, that freaking guy from Hamilton, I mean, that's the whole point of this, right? It's like we're going back in time. It's like it's 1995. And the weird thing is like, you know what? Pont has been on YouTube for decades. You know, or maybe not quite 2 decades, but pretty damn close. Like, you know, and so some of the first videos have been there for almost 20 years. I know I've heard it through the grapevine, as it were, that even people as large as Remo, for example, are getting hit hardcore with things on their channel. So again, this is a shout out to all small and big YouTubes alike. Get in contact with me. Email potsquatch420@gmail.com or reach out to me on Instagram. We are on Instagram, everybody. It is potsquatch_growers on Instagram. If you see a bald and bearded idiot, you're in the right place. I will share our email here. This is a great place to reach out to me. Step 1 is what I'm thinking is, 1, doing a bunch of co-shows. We did the first co-show yesterday. We're hoping to do one fairly soon with Cannabis Lifestyle TV. And anyone else who's interested, Hook from, shoot, what's the name of the damn channel now? Now my brain's going weird. Give me a second here. I gotta look it up. Bear with me. Wait, I can find this. Bear with me. I'm just going through my emails now. 1 second here. Someone just emailed, they're like, you missed your own meeting? I was like, no, I was there. They were the ones who were busy. But anyway, I've almost got this channel. Bear with me. My brain is not great. Aussie Stoners channel. There we go. So I'm looking forward to hopefully doing a co-show there. We're going to be doing lots of co-shows. I want to do a co-show with anyone on YouTube, big or small. We got to get the message out there. We got to unify our people. Together, we can make change. Together, we can get there. And we can stand up for our rights, okay? We're used to this. We've been fighting for our rights basically the entire time. So this isn't a new motif. It's just sort of a new reworking of prohibition and targeting on our people in general. So, again, send me an email, big and small. Let's do some co-shows. Let's get the message out there. Is there any side effects of using too much Jake's? Yeah, you get hooking, you stress your plant out. It's also a foliar feed, right? So I'm hitting on an extremely high dose. I'm hitting it much higher than even Jake probably would do. I'm doing it every day. So at the end of the day, yes, you will have some stress. You will have definitely some hooking after a while when you're hitting it the way I am. But again, I'm not too worried about that. The plant will sort itself out. Again, hitting it for another couple of days, and then when we flip into flower, I'm going to hopefully find another source on some nematodes, because again, do not order pop poppers from Amazon. They continuously show up dead these days, it seems. So nobody's taking care of proper storage on those. And that 6-month guarantee is useless. All right. Let's get back. I think I've missed some messages here. What's up, THC Herban Gardner? Hell yeah. What's up, Kev T? I don't know about that. I am a man. I'm fighting D-man, you know, but we will see. Thank you very much, though. What's up, Roman Reckless? Good to see you. All right. Yeah, again, you know, sadly, Roman, right? Like, I mean, nobody gets notifications of any of our stuff anymore, but that's part of it. Right, Keith and Chief? It happens to me all the time, too. They're systematically going through all of my stuff right now. We do have a few videos that are still left monetized, funnily enough. I've even got a few live streams where I've been very critical of all of this, and they're oddly still monetized, too. It's kind of amusing. But, you know, we'll see how long that holds out. Right? Yes, THC, Herb and Gardner, they're stepping it up. I'm getting them every single day too. Dude, let's do it, THC, Herb and Gardner. I'm down. Let's do a show, co-show. I'll do a co-show with anybody. We got to get the message out there. You know, I have very much been someone who has stayed on my own little channel. I haven't done collaborations with people. I've just kind of, you know, for the last 5 years done what I do on the internet. But, you know, the time is nigh for us all to come together. So I'm willing to come out of my little laboratory, even though I will be coming to the Go Show from my laboratory set and moving forward with all of you, okay? I stand in solidarity with my fellow plant people, friends and enemies alike. You don't have to like me. It's bigger than us liking each other, okay? If we make a move now, if we sign the petition, we get the petition out there, we can begin to take steps and stand up for our rights, okay? And the fact is, you know, given that Google and YouTube basically possess a monopoly, okay, on digital media content, there actually is a leg to stand on here. They think they can do whatever they want. They think, oh, well, the stoners won't be able to get along. The stoners will never actually unify and try to challenge us on anything. Let's prove them wrong, everybody. Let's, we the weed titty people, stand together and stand up for our rights to grow weed titties, all right? To entertain, to share, to be enthusiasts, to care, to have fun, you know? All right. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, I mean, basically, the second last time I ordered pot poppers, half of them showed up dead, and then this time the entire box was dead. Luckily for me, though, I sent it back, and I did get the refund, okay? So if your pot poppers show up, and they are not like a light yellow color, and they're kind of brown or amber or gold looking, that means they're dead. Don't use them. It's a waste of your money. Send them back, demand a refund, you'll be good to go. Right? So anyway, and everyone else who hasn't checked that out here, I'll share the link again. Share this to all your friends. Share this to your peeps. People who like weed and don't like weed, it doesn't matter. Any signature on there is good. Getting everyone to support us is not a bad thing. Even people who aren't into weed find out what's happening to our kind, and they are against it. All right. I don't know, Roman Reckless. I don't know. But yeah, what's up, TJ? Good to see you, buddy. What's up, Squirrel's World? How you doing? Yeah, right. THC, Herb and Gardner, powdered form, which are unactivated, are a great option. I think I can get some of those locally from what I've been Googling at the Rona. What the hell's in my beard? Oh, it's a piece of paper towel or something. There we go. I was scrubbing things down here earlier before the show, so there's more to it. Bloody hell. There we go. Beards. They can be annoying. All right. What's fun this week too, though? Well, we're going to get some new beans going. That's pretty exciting. Basically, once we were ready to kind of flip and get the room done there, so that'll be kind of a Monday thing, working on those things. Then I got to get a tent set up. I've got a few Hindu Kush clones that I've kept out of there for mother plants. We're still finding some thrips on them as well. So we're going to put them under quarantine into a tent and just sort of trim them back right hard and stay on top of those. And then eventually they'll pop back. So that'll be great. So we can actually have Hindu Kush clones going forward. But also, I really am excited to get a male out of those orange Hindu Kush beans that we got from Gazzers. We're going to then do a breeding experiment with all of you. We're going to do an initial cross, the first step of making a new super Hindu Kush for everyone. And then we're going to get some of Gazzer's Madness, as Gazzer like to call it, coming on. And that's going to be the K-Town Kush of Gazzers crossed with AK-47. I'm very intrigued to see, really as an F1 cross of this, how is it going to go? You know, it'll be interesting to see. I also am excited to do some of the K-Town Kush by the 60-40 Indica split, Indica Sat split cheese. That'll be fun too. I like anything that's got a nice cheesy smell to it, so that could be really fun to see how that K-Town Kush funk comes out with the cheese funk. I mean, I'm just curious and excited to sort of see how they all come together. You know what I'm saying? One second here. Reading messages. Oh, send me an email maybe, Roman, with that number. I'll check it out. I mean, the hard thing is where I live out here in the middle of nowhere, basically. So options are limited for me unless I drive to another bigger town, which I typically don't like doing. But yeah, you know. What's up, Stefan Robinson? Oh, wonderful, Stefan. Tell the children I say hello and sweet dreams. All right. Yeah, see, Jason Houlihan, it's for me, it's just actually being able to source things that's hard, right? But regardless, we're getting on top of it. I'm going to get my hands on some actual nematodes. Again, I will say that Jake's does hurt nematodes, so if you're using nematodes, don't use Jake's. So what I'm doing is I'm Jakesing first, and then I'll go in at around flip time, and we'll do an application of some wonderful fun nematodes. So we're going to go in there and do that. I think the plants will be happy when I finally say we can stop Jakesing them, because I have, like I said, hit them very, very hard. But the plants are doing well, though. They're happy and healthy, albeit stressed out a little bit right now. But again, that old school Hindu Kush that we're rocking right now is such a strong genetic that it's going to be okay. I'm not worried about it. Hell yeah, can a man go eat shit? Yeah, it's going to be a good time, though. For those of you who are just seeing these, so Ganjanana, your mama, has shared potsquatchsales.com. That's where you can find all of your CBD products. We've got the tincture out now, and I'm hoping the new products will be out soon. Who knows when that'll ever happen, but we're working on it. Working on it hard for everybody. At the end of the day, the second link there is where you're going to be able to check out your Sponge lighting systems, brought to you by, powered by SoulStrip. That's right. We are a lighting brand. We are a CBD brand. We are fighting on multiple fronts for everyone's rights. So anyway, check those out. It's a great way to support us. It's a great way to also get your hands on some of the most affordable high-end CBD with no fillers around. It's also a great place to get professional grade lighting equipment at an affordable cost. And to my knowledge, we're the only company that easily designs for stuff to be easily fixed, upgraded, and maintained. And then we're not going to rip you off on replacement parts either. At the end of the day, we're here to empower you. And you have the right to maintain your equipment. If you go spend a huge amount of money on something, you should be able to fix it. You should be able to maintain it. Why? Because that's just how things should work. Fuck throwing crap out when it breaks. Fix it! Anyway. All right. I mean, who knows? I mean, I can't say if this Hindu Kush is identical to what may have been a Kush variety 6,000 years ago. Do I know that for a fact? No. But I do know that the Hindu Kush we have at least goes back, 30, 40 years. And it is a classic old school Hindu Kush. A true Hindu Kush has a special funk in and of itself. Like, it's not just cushy, but it just stinks so much. Like, the last run we did of this Hindu it was so smelly. It was so stinky. It was great. Let me put it to you this way. This Hindu Kush, you smoke a joint, even if it's a small joint. Everybody knows you smoke that joint. It's stinky, man. It's some stinky shit, I tell you. Oh, great. You shared the phone number. Could someone share, or maybe I can do that. Bear with me here. Where'd it go? Trying to find it. Bear with me. I'm trying to see the message. It's weird because some messages will come through on the computer, but then they won't come through on my phone or vice versa. It's very strange. Bear with me. One second here, everybody. I'm scanning. Got my phone right here. Well, weird. I can't, it's not on my phone, Roman, but it's on there. Like I can see it. I could probably just write it down. I got a pen. Here, I'm gonna write this down. 1 second, everybody. I gotta write down this phone number. I'm curious about these bugs and beneficial things. They may not serve Canada. They may not serve out to the middle of nowhere where I am, but we'll see. 1-800-493-1885. Nature's good, guys. All right, nature's good, guys. All right. I love it. Woohoo! All right. But, so, yeah. You know, it's going to be fun. And also, one of the things, once we get everything under control, get the tents up and running, get some of these new beans going, I'm really excited to eventually do the, what I'm calling affectionately, the Harry Potter under the stairs grow, where we're going to be growing in a weird tiny closet that we have under the stairs here. I'm looking forward to that one. Because it's kind of slanted, right? Like, it's slanted like this. So I've been brainstorming how best we use this space. And almost what I'm thinking is actually putting the pots at the very shallow part at the very front and training them out on a diagonal like this and almost kind of doing a mainline style up through the space and then having a light just right on the roof going down like that. The one thing that might be tricky is getting that light a little bit too close on the tight space on the end, but I'm thinking if we push it up, paint it, you know, reflective white, a nice flat white there, we'll be good to go. But it'll be a lot of fun to play around with that, though. It's gonna be good. I'm looking forward to it, everybody. Like, let's be honest, it's gonna be some fun, and I like playing around with shit. And plus, like I said, the plants may be stressed in there, but it's also gonna be a crazy run. Like, they've really bushed out. We've got some really nice tight nodal spacing in there, some definite bush action going on, you know, and I can't wait to see what they look like by the time they're done. It's gonna be a jungle in there, though, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, we're gonna have some plants to deal with, I'll tell you. Yes, they would, Keef and Chief, but again, I don't really grow autos. I will eventually do some on the channel, just so I can say, you've bugged me for years to grow an auto, and I have finally done it. Not a fan of autos, not my jam, personally speaking, but we do have a couple of autos, or I've got at least one type of autos here in-house. And then I did say I'll try some of Mikey's autos, and I'll try some of Ben's autos as well, who are two of our fellow Potsquatches out of Texas. Well, actually, I believe Ben's in Oklahoma, and then Mikey's down in Texas. But we will do that for fun once, and then we'll go back to just doing what we do, which is photo periods here at Potsquatch Growers. You want me to hit the bong? I don't actually... I gotta keep my brain on me today. I got people coming, I gotta talk and shit. So I'm watching how much pot I smoked this morning, because I've still got to function for the rest of the day there. So no, I'm not gonna smoke any pot right now. Well, at the end of the way I look at it, Cannon Man, go eat shit. um, excuse me. You know, if YouTube is worried about illegal places watching my content, that's their job to control that. I'm coming from 100% fully federally legal country. I have every right to do what I do online. We don't do anything illegal here at Potsquatch Growers, okay? Nothing illegal here. We're teaching people, we're educating people, we're entertaining people, and having a good time while we're doing it. So at the end of the day, that's a big part of where YouTube really needs to get their shit together. And the funny thing is I'm pretty sure, you know, some of the major flagship head offices of both companies are in legal states, which is seemingly contradictory. So at the end of the day, we got to unify everybody. Tell all your favorite YouTubers to send Uncle Potsquatch a message. Excuse me. We will do a co-show. We got to get the story out there, everybody. We got to let the people know. We got to let the people be free. And then let the plants be green, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, I don't smoke sats, right? So, can a man go eat shit? I just smoke indicas and cushions. That's kind of my happy place. That's all I really ever do. And it's not like I can't do shit getting high, but at the same time, I have not been awake for like more than a couple of hours. I slept in a little bit today. So I'm still even drinking coffee right now. So, all right, 1 second here. I'm just going to read it off here. It's a bit definitely easier. If I've missed saying hi to anyone, by the way, hello. We will not be giving away beans, Dustin Matthews. That is like the stupidest thing for us to do right now, especially given that we are going to war against, or trying to go to war against Google, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. So we won't be doing such things. We did it briefly once, and that was just a big fiasco to begin with, right? So sadly, that's something we won't be doing personally. There are plenty of people who give away stuff out there if that's kind of what you're looking for. But that's not something we're going to be doing at this channel right now because that would just be dumb. We are trying to liberate our people, not give them another excuse to hit us with strikes or penalize us or give them anything to truly accuse us with, right? So that's kind of what we're trying to do. And that's kind of our methodology on that. What's happening? Buds and Hazard, what's up? See, it's weird. There's messages on the computer that aren't on here. So, the School of Crop, what's happening? Love the name. Great, great name. Let me know if you want to do a co-show. Everybody, let all your favorite YouTubers know. We're going to do co-shows. Get the story out there. Get the petition out there. The more signatures we get, the more channels we can get buzzing and talking about this. We might even be able to get the attention of High Times. We can talk to them and get them on side with us. The more names and the more of the bigger fish that we can get on board with this and standing up for our rights will give validity and power and momentum to this movement, okay? We got to do it. We got to keep it thick. We got to keep it rocking, okay? We can't let this fall flat on its face. The power of the share. I mean, you know what? Sign the damn petition. That'd be a great start. And then, you know what? A lot of you have donated to get us more views on the platform. That's amazing. Thank you for doing that. If you're someone who doesn't have that in your budget, that's totally fine. The power of sharing the damn thing is just as good, if not almost better, than paying for those things. So just share it to your homies. Share them out there. Let everybody know. Get the message out. Right, I agree, the School of Crop. That's kind of where I've always been at, too. It always just felt like cheating, too, doing giveaways to try to get people to want to watch me. Either people want to watch and learn or they don't, you know. And at the end of the day, I think that's why we've been able to build such an amazing community of all of you here where, you know, we're all just genuinely here for a good time and to share, to learn, to have fun, and share that we love a plant, you know. Grow Prodigy, a properly done feminized seed is not going to really affect its yieldability, shall we say. So yeah, a properly feminized genetic is still going to yield the same as a regular female. However, as I've often shared, not a huge fan of feminized genetics. Remember, we're utilizing forcibly a Plan Z 911 red alert emergency mechanism built into the plant to perpetuate the species. That's not meant to be what's used to make our majority of standard breeding stock, okay? So at the end of the day, the fact that there's this obsession with feminization now, I think, one, given how much people are charging for genetics, two, people aren't patient anymore, three, the cost is a big thing. I really got to go back to that, right? Like, there's people charging $65 to $100 for 3 seeds out there. That's ridiculous. That's sacrilegious. It's disgusting. And at the end of the day, we compound this feminization when people are pollen chuckers and they think they can just, you know, make things, have sex with them, or they keep feminizing things. It's fragmenting and degenerating genetics. Like, heirloom genetics, true heirloom origin stories have been lost in terms of what the world has done to genetics, right? So that's kind of why we're trying to bring back regulars. We're trying to bring back standard photos. We're trying to bring back old genetics that are reworked and done properly, stabilized, you know, and taking our time for the future of cannabis. And I mean, at the end of the day, like, if I were to have great grandchildren, right? And if I don't, your great-great-great-grandchildren, they have a right to stable genetics, man. They have a right to that, in my humble 2 cents. So, all right. 1 second here, everybody. I'm just reading here, everybody. What's up, Mary Jane? How you doing, my friend? What's up, Family Outcast? Anyone who I've missed saying hi to, hello to you as well. No, and I feel you, Girl Prodigy, but like nobody should be charging $150 for six beans. That's just disgusting. And exotic genetics. That's the biggest fucking crock on that. That whole fad of, oh, these are exotics, you know, these are exotics and blah, blah, blah. What the hell are you talking about? Anything you've never grown that comes from a different land could be called exotic, okay? That whole term of exotic genetics is just such a crock in my humble 2 cents. Do I have things that one could call that? Sure, I've got things from all over the world in my genetic vault, like literally all over the world. I've been spending my entire career collecting them. I would not call them an exotic genetic. I would call them what they are, and just work with them from there. So don't let anyone... That tripped me out. That was a subscribe sound. I didn't know it did that. That tripped me out. All of a sudden, my studio monitor's making sound. I was like, oh, man. What was that? But I think the whole concept of an exotic strain or an exotic genetic is just a load of crap that they can charge you more for it. If a genetic is rare, if it's almost not about, you shouldn't be charging tons of money for it. Crank out a shitload of those genetics and share them with the world. So then they're not lost. They don't go extinct. Freedom of genetics as well as freedom of knowledge, my friends. At least in my humble 2 cents. Ah! It happened again! Weird sounds. All right, no, I'm just having fun. All right. But that's kind of my 2 cents on there. Okay, 1 second here. Yeah, I got rare beans too, the school of crap, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I got some of the rarest beans in the world. I have original skunk. I have the old school original hash plant. I've got rare gold and indicas from the Oahu Islands. I've got land races. I've got Congolese. I've got Iranian. I've got all these other weird old school things going way back to the day. But anyone charging that kind of money, man, it's just ridiculous. Like some of these sites that I've seen, especially like, because Gazzers loves going around the internet and looking at different things that are available. And like some of the websites he's showing me, like there's thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for like a few beans. And I'm sitting there like, anyone legitimately doing that, you are such a shithead. Get the fuck out of the business. You have no right to be charging that kind of stuff. And at the, okay, Candyman, like... leave the Great Reset, all this kind of stuff, and talking about all these things. We're just talking about pot right now. Let's not get into it, buddy. Stop spamming the feed with all that kind of stuff, okay? We can just leave it alone, okay? This is my channel, buddy, okay? We're not going to get into that. I will be starting another channel, okay? It's called Uncle Potsquatch, Politics and Bullshit. We can talk to your heart's content about all those types of topics, okay? But let's leave those ones out of this channel, because this is, again, a pot channel. The only time I really want to ever talk about politics on here, everybody, is when it has direct political connection to our fight for our rights as plant people around the world, okay? All right, let's keep it that way. THC Herbert Gardner's like, my body had lots of exotic DNA, and it's not all good. Man, that's funny. I love it. Right? No, it's coming in, Jason Houlihan. I mean, it was funny because I didn't actually realize what any of that meant. I'm sorry, Candyman, go eat shit. I had to put you on a timeout there, bud. Had to put you on a timeout, bud. It's getting a bit out of control there. Calm your titties, okay? It's all right. There we go. What's up, Jack Herrera? How you doing, my friend? Long story short, my friends, We can make a difference in terms of this industry. Okay, we need to unify. Like that's the one sad thing I've always sort of found. I think that was part of why years ago I never really did. Co-shows or a lot of co-stuff with other channels because there seemed to always be so much infighting in terms of our industry. So many egos and so much prick waving and infighting and this or that, which in my humble 2 cents kind of defeats the generalized purpose of what we all are. It's a cannabis community. We care about each other. We love each other, you know? You hang out with a bunch of stoners, it's a very welcoming, happy place, right? Or it should be. So I never got the egos of stuff, right? And so at the end of the day, we've got to put egos aside. We've got to put our infighting aside, beefs aside, and follow true convictions. What are true convictions? Sharing knowledge, sharing all of our stories, our experiences with each other, helping each other grow within the community. I mean, that's what I view and see within the community. That's the true basis and the foundational heart of the cannabis community. So how can we not embody that? We need to, because if we can't get along with each other, okay, we're fucked. If we can unify, we stand together, think about it like a grow. It's really easy to harvest a plant or two, right? But if you got 1,000 lamper going, that's a hell of a lot harder to harvest. Think of us as weed plants, all standing together against the tyranny and oppression of Google and Facebook. That's right. So if we can learn to unify, we can put these egos and this bullshit aside, we can actually get our shit together and actually have a hope in hell of standing up and fighting for our rights, my friends. What's up, Northwest Frostbite Farms? Good to see you. Anyone who I've missed, welcome to the show. What's up, Stu Parkins? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. We'll get there, though, everybody. Oh, I like that, the school of crop. If we build it, it will grow. That's right. And at the end of the day, how do we do that? Well, step one, my friend, is getting that bloody petition out there. Talk to your friends. Talk to your family members. Talk to other people on the internet about the bullshit of persecution and censorship. It doesn't make any sense. And the hypocrisy of YouTube is astonishing. They play ads for all the big marijuana companies, you know what I mean, in Canada here. They play them on YouTube. You'll be sitting there watching your video, and all of a sudden an ad for weed pops up. Try herbal something farms. We called ourselves organic, but it's filled with chemicals and bugs. Yes. And then that's allowed. But then, we come on here, we try to talk about our love for weed, we try to help people, we try to educate people, we show a plant. Oh my God. Did you see how green those names were? Censor it! Age restricted! Yeah! It doesn't make any goddamn sense, okay? It's astonishing levels of hypocrisy, my friends. So at the end of the day, I do think we can win this fight. I do think that instead of persecuting us and oppressing us, I think one day maybe even Google and YouTube and Facebook and Instagram maybe will work with us. I mean, it'd be a lot smarter for them too. Do they not realize that this is a blowing up industry that's only going to get bigger over the next 5 years? Come on now. We'll keep fighting you. We don't want to, though. Let's work together. Google, pull your head out of your ass. Facebook, pull your head out of your ass. All right? All right. There is a way forward, and we ain't going anywhere. So anyway, everybody, share that petition. Share it with your friends. Talk to your friends. Tell them the hate against the leaf must stop. All right. Everyone who has signed, donated, and shared the petition, huge thank you to all of you. Here, for fun, let's check this out. Let's go take a look at what's up, Cannabis Means Skunk. 1 second, everybody. I'm just reading. Yeah, no, exactly, right? My channel in and of itself is an adult channel. It has always been an adult channel. And then they come through an age-restricted. Anyway, it's like, what the hell are you doing? It doesn't make any goddamn sense. Anyway, here, let's go for fun. Let's go see what our signatures are at right now. I'm gonna pull up the petition here. Let me click it here. See, we're pulling it up on change.org. There we go. Whoop, the number's going up. Number's going up. Oh, that's so shitty. You can't even see that. Whoop, there we go. We're at 208 now. Not bad. 208. Let's get to 5. The next Next number to get to, they said, is 500. When we get to 500, and it's funny, like, because every time we go up to a certain level, then they're like, okay, now you've hit 200. Go to 5 now. But the more signatures we can get, the more it'll actually be automatically shown on change.org as well. Again, donating is amazing, but if you can't afford to do that, completely fine. The power of the share, it's such a quintessential tool to making things get out there and getting stories out there and unifying people and getting people working together on this. You know what I mean? Here, I'll share the link again for you, THC Urban Gardener. Just a moment here. 1 second here, everybody. I'm trying to pull the link up for you. There we go. I do believe that's it. So, click it, sign it, share it. Boom. That's how we do this, baby. If you got a bunch of YouTubers that you like that I'm unaware of, tell them to send me an email at potsquatch420.com. We'll do a co-show. We'll get the story out there. Like I said, we did the first Cannabis Mean Skunk. We actually talked about the CCP on the other day on the show. And again, this is a pot channel, so we're not going to talk about these types of things. I am starting a whole other channel so we can talk about all these things. But yes, I agree. Fuck the CCP. Anyway. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're all aware of how the war on drugs affected people. We're still living in the reality of it. We've all lived the reality the whole time. For younger stoners out there, if you haven't ever looked into it, look into Reefer Madness, look into the war on drugs starting in the mid-70s. It is astonishing, okay? But at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure we're all aware of what happened there. And in a weird sense, this is kind of what we're really living in now, is an odd persecution. That was like the persecution back then. It's just happening on social media platforms and digitally now. So, yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, I'm hoping Mr. Canuck will reach out to me because, like I said in previous shows, when I was very tiny, years and years and years ago, we're talking over 4 years ago, he did comment on one of my videos. So, Mr. Canuck, pretty sure you're like in the Hamilton area or somewhere in Ontario. I'm from Ontario too, man. We're both Canadians. Reach out to me. Let's do something here. I know I've seen your disclaimers at the beginning of your videos, and kissing YouTube's ass is not going to save us, okay? So it's time for us to unify and stand up, buddy. Let's do it. Come on, my fellow Canuck. Remo, I know you've been getting boned on the interwebs. I've been talking to people around you. Give me a shot. Let's do co-show, Mr. Remo. Let's get the story out there. Oh my God. And you're going on a timeout, Cannabis Mean Skunk. I'm sorry, but my friend, come on now. Stop spamming my feed with your own ulterior subsects of what you want to talk about. If you want to talk about these subsects of these things, then go do it. That's not the conversation we're having right now. We're talking about the moment. We don't need to talk about the historical aspects that's led to all of this right now, because really, we'll just get lost in recanting decades of bullshit. Let's talk about now. Let's talk about the moment. Let's talk about what we can do now to change shit. I'm not negating any of your statements. Yes, they're very valid, but we're not talking about that. Plus, I don't really like people spamming my feed with caps all the time. So chill out, man. All right. Oh, that's all good. Oh, I feel you, Bob. It's all good. Hey, thank you, THC Urban Gardener. I appreciate it, my friend. I agree, Apache FPV. I was just trying to be slightly nicer with how I said it. But yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Oh, not Mr. Canuck. I never heard about that. I'm sure other people have done that, though. I've seen it happen on channels where people give away shit they shouldn't be giving away. And, like, that's not cool. That's just making the rest of us look bad, okay? We gotta work together here, people. If we love what we do, we need to stand up for it, okay? We aren't criminals. We aren't degenerates, okay? We are farmers. We are business people. We are educators. We are entertainers. We are enthusiasts. We are people who give a shit about a plant and those around us. Nothing about that is wrong. Nothing about that should be censored or deemed inadmissible to the internet. Have you ever looked at the internet? There's some pretty fucked up shit on the internet. We should not be the ones you're picking bones with. That doesn't make sense. And, well, at the end of the day, we got to stand up. Oh, really? Well, that's fucked, Roman Reckless. Well, you know what? Getting all those stories out there, sharing the truth, that's important. Stand with people. I'm not surprised, though, that some people are being targeted. Hell, we've had our own set of lovers and haters attacking us all the time. And, yeah. Yeah, and the right to grow our own, exactly the school of crop. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, that's a big part of why, the main part I started this channel was to help people learn. You know, I was a self-taught grower as a kid. You know, I taught myself to grow. And, you know, it was really hard back then, right? There was, back then, there was a lot of misinformation, let alone now. There's even more misinformation, right? So that was kind of the big inspiration for me in terms of all of this. Over 5 years ago when we started this channel was, I'm mad. I'm mad at all the misinformation. I'm mad at the egos. I'm mad at people bullying each other, man. I'm just going to start a place where my humble 2 cents on growing and my experiences, my successes, my failures, and remember, we learn more from our failures than we do our successes, that I can share and help people kind of be more successful so it's easier and more accessible. Empowering people through knowledge and freedom of knowledge, right? That's why we started. And that's where it came from. Yeah, no Red Claws, probably not, but I could still keep sitting here calling them out. Come on, Mr. Canuck. It's time to join your people. Give Uncle Potsquatch a call. We need to talk, son. All right. No, exactly. I agree, Stu Parkins. That's what we doing, or that's what I think. Apache FPV, potentially, but here's hoping there's still part of his heart left that was the origin story, before he became huge with a bunch of corporate sponsorships. Mr. Canuck, come back to the light, come back to the forth. Oh man. You want the clown face back? Sure. Well, yeah, sure. Occasionally we could do. How does this sound? For those of you who enjoyed me doing the Joker, every once in a while I'll dress up as the Joker for you. We could do that one for fun. How do you think? We'll have a guest host, which is just me playing a different character. How's that sound? 1 second here, everybody. I'm just reading. Mike Sparks, I'm actually talking with Rob, one of the co-founders of Cannabis Lifestyle Television already. We were supposed to actually have a meeting on Friday, but Rob got held up. No issues there, Rob. We'll talk when we get a chance to. I'm going to be trying to do a co-show actually with Rob and Deb, but Rob and I have been emailing back and forth. Rob watched the Joker video that we did as a live stream. He is super on board. Cannabis Lifestyle Television is on board with the fight. They've completely said they agree with it. They also said fuck Susan as well. We don't like her either. Let's give them hell. So don't worry. Cannabis Lifestyle is already aware of it. I've even emailed it to Rob. So I'm hoping to have a conversation with Rob over the next few days. And we're going to brainstorm and hopefully do a co-show and get that message out there as well. Because that's the thing. All of us, big or small, have our own little audiences, right? And if it starts to trickle out through these different networks and these different pathways, all of a sudden it's everywhere. And that, again, brings me back to the power of the share. And it'll be a good time. What's up, Yeti Mountain Trading? What's cracking, baby? Good to see you. Everybody, my cousin Yeti is here. We are both hairy mythical beasts. Right? Raise a little hell. Exactly, Airhorn. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. I agree, motherfucker Jones. I agree. Right? Who knows? Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, you know, the next 420 is a little far off. I'm gonna, you know, but I'm not letting this go away. This is part of what our work is now. Not just creating the content, not just building our community, not just building our company anymore. It is a true form of activism, and it's not just my fight. It's all of our fight. Like, that's what I'm trying to get people to realize. Like, it's so much bigger than any one of us. And the only true way we have to resist this tyranny, this is what it is, it's tyranny, is to sit down, work together, get along, unify all the kingdoms, all the channels, and give them hell as a united force in solidarity. Anyway, yeah. Oh, we'll do something fun, Aaron, for Halloween this year. I'll still figure it out. Maybe we should just do like a total random thing and go ghost hunting in an abandoned church or building or something. That could be fun. I love that kind of shit. I have a sick passion and obsession with it. But anyway, my friends, I know it's a bit of a shorter show today. I do apologize for that. So we're going to end the stream here right now just because I've got people showing up. I've got some stuff I need to do today, but that's why I wanted to try to get in and do an early morning show for everyone today. Sticking with those things. I'm sticking with the things. I'm finally, being disciplined and staying on top of our live stream shows, doing our videos and getting things out there, even if I need to change the time sometimes or occasionally the day. But my friends, my family, remember, we are the storm. If we unify, watch the fuck up. Get the petition out there. I'll share it one more time for anyone who's missed it. 1 second here, my friends. Come on. There we go. Share the petition. Get it out there. Sign it. Share it. Do it. Let everybody know. Okay? Let your favorite YouTubers know. We'll do some cold shows. Tell them Uncle Potsquatch and them we can give them hell together. All right? Anyway, my friends, my family, remember, the true grower is the forever student. The true grower makes educated, stupid decisions. We learn more from our mistakes than we do from our successes. We need to also kill the ego-tripping and infighting and stupidity of our industry. Stop being a prick. Love each other. Work together. You don't have to even like each other at the end of the day, but use respect. Show each other respect and work together, and we might be able to just pull all of this off. All right? All right. Everyone, Uncle Potsquatch is peacing the fuck out. Thank you for tuning in today. We will see you next time. Keep it squatchy, my friends.